but maybe a little ambitious if they were hoping to kind of get the here. You might see GH just kind of go to that mid lane and try to. Well, it looks like he's already got his level 6.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's got
Steal
the
that
arcanes
illuminate, illuminate me, illuminate you. Fun mid lane.
And let's see, UU9 went for the Midas, so they already know this is gonna be a long one. Playing versus an Alchemist, you have to be greedy in some manner. But another smoke coming out, Kaka and STC, these smokes that we were talking about. Mind control. Does have Stampede up. He has a full hood finished up too, so he's extremely tanky.
Yeah, but he's going to get spotted here from Moon9 and they'll converge now. Can he shrug off this trouble? Well, there's no trouble to be had. They'll just cross each other's path. Now SC's like, no, I'll commit half of my mana pool to jump in for Mind Control here, who will easily pop the hood.
Forced reaction.
Does force out a TP. But maybe a little ambitious if they were hoping to kind of get the.
It was like kind of. It was a kind of cute they like walked by.
Hey,
each other,
wait a minute. Was that a centaur?
Where'd he go?
Maybe we'll miss the boat on that one. Mid lane, burrow harassment with the blinding, with the illuminate there. We'll do a little bit of work, but pasty.
Very.
So Faith is going to go right for the Agnum Scepter. I wouldn't mind him picking up Wind Lace there for the extra move speed, but gonna play the greedier road. Can't blame him though. I mean, you have physical hard hitters like your Jug, like your Alk. Blinding Light is going to be a very valuable tool.
Middle tower is under attack.
And another deep ward from Kaka.
Yeah, and you can already tell like the pace of the game is that Liquid isn't going to be the ones that really on the offensive too much. Oh, GH might actually be able to get.
Oh, they got him.
On the high ground, nice play there.
Wonderful flank there between Miracle and GH, and add that to the charts. What was that? 28 Omni Slash.
As they don't want to be too aggressive. Oh, and boom, they make an aggressive play with this one. No, that was a good rotation. They had the high ground vision that they placed earlier, so they did see him jungling very low. But if you look at their jungle, if you look at Liquid jungle, they have 3 wards defensively placed, so they really want to emphasize on just being able to farm their own jungle and just get those kind of like clean gold.
Because they neglected on having so many wards earlier, they have just 4 wards on the map right now.
5, actually.
Oh, yeah, they're just covering the whole field. So this is their time.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They haven't really been able to add too much pressure onto second in net worth right now, of course, to the gross lead of your Matoma and Alchemist, but he is finding his way towards an armlet.
He's almost got. He's about to have Radiance.
And we have a Blink Dagger on Slardar now too, so they'll probably looking to make that debut soon enough, and it's going to be towards the top lane here. 9 could jump in the back of him once, but
he doesn't have that armlet though. Like we mentioned, like you want your armlet to be able to do that like massive burst. He only has the Midas.
Might just kind of hide in the dark here until that time is good to go. But it looks like Liquid have pulled away from that top lane altogether and are making the elsewhere here. And back to the grind of farm here. As Miracle has the bottom lane to work with. SCC. Right to the Bloodstone.
Well. Yeah, he's pretty close to it.
So is this like one of your Bloodstone, then Orchid kind of pickup games? Or should he adventure elsewhere after the Bloodstone pickup? I don't know if like you're going against a Jug and Alk that maybe an Orchid isn't as relevant and you'd like to get something else.
It's too good versus the Dazzle and the Centaur though, right? To get in the back lines and stop the Stampede or the Grave. You can both if you see them. If you have the vision of them.
Jump in, silence Dazzle while you're another target.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's probably just the standard, you know, Bloodstone Orchid.
Cookie cutter.
I'm keeping an eye on Faith because he's farming incredibly well at Aghanims already, and this is I mean the 5 Coddle, quote unquote. I mean Kaka's kind of been playing as the 5 this game, but he's not buying the wards.
If you have an Ag by 20 minutes, like I feel like you're having a great game. Yeah, but if he gets it sooner,
Mind control, get spotted.
Top lane, lead in, crush. There's that blink showing, and he is going to be surrounded quickly by 3. He's able to pop the hood, and SCC has showed up and is going to be able to kind of finish things off. GH will be able to make it away, but that's a Stampede down 2. 4-man rotation for that one. We will pull ahead 5-1.
Radiance online for Maku, and GH does steal that Burrow Strike from earlier, so it's like probably the best spell that he can steal almost out of any spells.
What is that? Oh, they pop in the back of KP and go right to the bottom lane. They're not stopping there.
Oh, they saw Kuro drop the heal bomb. They're going in on him.
And he is gone. Man, coast to coast kills from Newbee. I love it. And they're going to be moving right in for the tier 1. So efficient, taking advantage of this power peak.
As soon as he gets the armor, yeah, they go for that play with dagger starter.
So good. Faith also just 900, 800, now 700. Jesus, away from finishing out that Ags.
He's actually, wow, he's that close.
Yeah, I mean, passed on that win
pretty
list, and I guess he wasn't, you know, well, the ward bitch, really, this game. It was Kaka.
Well,
so.
he was buying them, and he's been handing them to Kaka. So
I guess
but
just
like, him not having to run around and place them does let him just like kind of with the farm.
that's true.
Kaka's just kind of the playmaker with SCC. See?
And Liquid's attention have been mostly into the northern jungle of Newbee, so he's been kind of hanging out in the other side of the map, farming all through there, and then the lower half of the jungle. So he had a safe spot to kind of build that farm too. Here we have towers taken down from both sides. Faith will look to finish out that set Ags here in the top lane. We got Mind Control, muscling forward, trying to get into that Blink Dagger. Certainly help. An initiation tool here for Liquid. But otherwise, it's still building up this monster here. Radiant's done.
Bot's done.
Next. Yeah. The ever-growing beast. We are going to have to acknowledge at some point.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking about right now, is acknowledging the Alchemist. Are they going to be able to burst him down properly through this very defensive draft from Liquid?
Yeah. Once they feel like they're in fighting or pushing shape on Liquid, I don't imagine they're going to be letting him be on his own too much. He has been done himself. But he will probably be hanging by his allies here. Stampede, is that top lane? Yeah,
Looks like they were trying to get the lift or the burrow strike from GH, but yeah, unable to get in range.
He's got that Axe, by the way, on Faith, so that's en route.
Wow, that's pretty impressive, to be honest.
The Uber man. Pull around U9 or SSC if you'd like. Oh, looks like they've spotted Kaka here, invading. Tries to go and hide into the sandstorm, but they have a sentry in the pocket ready to go. SCCC rotating on in, but now he's surrounded by near 5 Liquid members. Go up to the neighborhood. Newbee, get the hell out.
Yeah, more deep wards placed from Kaka. That one wasn't spotted, but I think they might check that hill soon.
Yeah, he's got another one over here. Oh, this one's actually about to expire, hence the new one planted.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay, we haven't seen too much of Liquid kind of being more proactive, but they pop a smoke now.
Got the Blink Dagger now, finally on the Centaur.
Yeah, I feel like what they were really waiting for, being able to kind of get the fight started on the back of Mind Control here. And
they're baiting SCC right now?
Yeah, they are. Well, we'll see that blast. They'll know someone's hanging in the trees nearby, but now they smoke, and Newbee could round the corner here.
I can't believe he has an Aghanims already. It's daytime right now too.
Oh,
this
yeah.
could be really big.
It's a level 4
Newbee.
Illuminate. That's a huge. That's like a mech. That's like a mech wave flying through your team. Oh, long jump in. See you later, Dazzle.
Splat.
That defensive tool is going to be gone, but GH has been able to steal the ball lightning. Avoids the extra trouble.
Picking up 1 kill is pretty sweet though. It usually will open you up to get that tier 1 now.
That crush bomb is just. Dazzle just has no chance.
Oh yeah, a lot of heroes on.
Heal my
Majority
way.
of them will die actually if they get hit by the crush bomb and there's no one there to follow up.
Radiant's middle tower has
So can Newbee just pressure objectives now? Is that going to be a good thing to do against this Alk who's still trying to like bulk up a bit? They might just 5-man here. Look at this, they found the stack of Ancients too, and they'll just take it.
Tripled Ancients. I think they can probably just do that, but I think their play is going to be when they have the Desolator on the Lifesteal, just go for the Rosh. However, it's nighttime now, so it makes a big difference. This is probably where they might feel a little bit more reluctant to just put that pressure on.
Oh, they found the courier heading towards the top lane, and they'll take it out.
Okay, so SCC is going to be just going for Bloodstone into straight Shivas, not going for the Orchid to get into that back.
Okay, FCC, he's going to be the one spotted now. Oh, GH uses a little bit of medicine against him there as he jumps into the ball lightning, gets the telekinesis, and they'll take both him and Kaka down, and this will open up an opportunity for Liquid to move on to their next objective. Could be Roche, could be mid lane, could be the Coddle that happens to be hanging out nearby, and he will eat a mighty stomp and an Omni Slash for his troubles.
Didn't back up quick enough as soon as it got turned into nighttime. Liquid just able to capitalize on that with the Centaur Blink Dagger and the GH Zip. Just excellent play there, being able to get the lockdown needed.
SC trying to farm within the trees, but still gets spotted again. Will they mass walk him down, or will he be able to jump out? He makes survey just barely, about 100 life.
Wait a minute. Is that... Hey, why do I see a Desolator on SC? Oh, it's the Lifestealer's Desolator. I was like, wait, he bought a Deso on Storm as well.
Dire's middle
He's just
tower
bringing
is
it to the
under
life
attack.
stealer.
Oh, I was.
Because he put it in his stash and it wasn't showing that it was Kaka's when or it wasn't showing that it was UU9's when I was mousing over it. It was just saying that it was his. So I was like, whoa, wait a minute. How the hell did he just get Odessa?
Instant new meta hacks. What the hell? Well, we'll be able to hand that one off here. A bit troublesome there for Newbee as Nightfall does come down, and Liquid are able to kind of get things closer to even here, 5 to 7. Try to take a grab my net worth graph.
Yeah, they've got an Alchemist. They're always going to be leading.
That's true. XP though, a bit closer.
Yeah, this is, I mean, it's looking great for Liquid. Newbies, you can tell they're always on the aggression. They have to be. They're always the ones on the onus to just put the pressure on the Liquid, because Liquid's just like, okay, we're content with this. We have Alchemist, you know, the Aghanims, the Moonshard pooling, etc. It's just incredibly strong.
Looks like they've been able to ping out.
He's already
Newbee's backlines
pre-weaved.
here.
That's the thing, he is pre-weaved already on Matu.
The pre-weave. Plus 20 armor right now. I
Yeah.
wonder if they spotted that and were waiting to buff out. Way.
Yeah, they were pinging out. And also it looked like Newbee was thinking that Liquid actually had a high ground ward, because they were non-stop pinging because of that preemptive weave. But now they just go for the Roche instead. They should be able to bring this down very quickly with the Desolator Amplify. Corrosive.
Corrosive haze here. What is it? Bash of the Deep? Come
Yep.
on. Is that really the best name you can come up with, Frog?
Dude, he is a, I mean, Slaughter has the fish, but he has the light thing coming from him, so he's a deep fish to bash from the deep. So come on, I like it. I think it's very clever.
Suck up.
So SCCC picks up the Aegis. Any other big pickups? No, he's still just going for that Shiva's Guard as we were mentioning. Kaka's, does he have the Blink Dagger finished? Yeah, he does have the Blink, so he's going to be going for the Yules afterwards, and Faith going just for Glimmer. Standard items. KP, since it's an off-lane Slardar, he wants to be able to scale as well. Going to be going for a Midas, but I don't know if they're putting enough pressure on this Alchemist still. He's able to just do his Alchemist thing.
Yeah. The bigger purse to pick up for Newbee if they do manage to bring him down, but he's been doing his own thing here, still farming his way through that bottom lane, as Newbee are looking to go for their own trade here. Wipes out another steal, but he wants to grab it. Ah, doesn't get it. Rubik takes it and flees. Or SCCC has the chance to make the jump, but they'll take their tier 1 and they'll walk away for now.
Structures are fortified.
Overall, how you feeling? I mean, I'm still feeling like, you know, Liquid are bulking up pretty nicely here. I would be a little concerned for Newbee. I feel like, I don't know, like, you want to say that Newbee need to kind of be more proactive and try to, like, you know, push things forward, but do they have the tools necessary to even do that?
It's just because of the positioning where Liquid is like fighting. Like, look at where Newbee's forced to take these fights. It's like right next to a tier 1, right next to a tier 2. KP getting gone on in the mid lane, gonna get bursted up.
A wonderful setup there from GH with that ball lightning, and they're not done yet. Stampede on forward, looking to go for Kaka, but a jump-in bomb does come out, and they're going to quickly shred out the Dazzle. On the other side, they are going to be managing to burst through, forces down a buyback from KP, looking to go back in, get stomped from Mind Control, and he goes down right away. A dieback instantly going to be taken away, but on the other side, they are going to be able to burst through Miracle. Now they're looking to Mind Control, and it looks like Newbee still will be able to get the laugh at the end of the day here. Finally able to muscle him down, the only survivor being Matama Man. It did cost Newbee a little bit, though, but are able to kind of get the better end of it.
Yeah, it was like the instant that Liquid actually makes some more of an aggression play, moving away from their side of the map, where they've been getting, you know, Newbee's been running and making the aggression, and Liquid's kind of been coming out well. This is the one time that they go and make the press forward, and they actually get punished for it. Nice little buyback from KP. I mean, he didn't really actually do anything with his buyback except for dying, but he forced people to use spells on him into the back line. So
he forced Mind Control to jump onto him and use everything he had, which means at that point, Mind Control had nothing. So I'm sure KP's okay with that.
It's very hard. It's very hard game for Kuroki to be able to stand in the right position, because he's not able to get really any farm in this game, so he doesn't have anything like a Glimmer to save himself, nothing like that. So as soon as he steps up, he's just gonna get gone on right into the back lines until there's like, you know, the Centaur Aghanims to be able to at least try to help him. But that won't come for a while until Alchemist pulls it more than likely.
Faith summoning forth more Newbee friends here. As they just dropped the sentry, but didn't take out the ward, it looked like. It's definitely a sentry up there, but look. Back up through. Alright. Faith picking up next after we got the Axe. Going for Glimmer.
Just Glimmer, yeah. Just board items.
I like 4-step. Glimmer will definitely board all the extra magical burst, plus getting someone out of there in a very sticky situation. Fusel now done for Miracle here.
ability.
Farm.
And GH has got his blink dagger. I don't know how old that is, but
He had it. He's got it like a couple minutes.
uh-oh.
Oh, here we go. They
Oh,
actually
this
go
could
for him
be
here.
a big payday.
Wow.
Big payday for
Kako with the
Newbee.
positioning.
Oh man, they had not been able to take him down, but if that's a 3-kill streak plus, you know, the ridiculous net worth.
That was
And that all went to Unai.
patience too. He was sitting there like waiting. The Rubik was right. GH was right next to Matumba for a while. As soon as GH starts moving out, Kakut starts channeling.
Hit for Newbee here. It puts him on the up and up, and it's a hard hit for Matumba Man. And I'll have to wait 40 seconds to be able to get back into the grind here, but it's not going to stop Newbee from advancing forward and trying to pressure and take down these tier 2s if they can.
Radiant's middle
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
Yes,
Towards the bottom lane they go.
Almost has. He's about to have Shiva's finished up. AC finished up on the left there now too. So they do have some good damage potential right now coming out with these two.
Tower in the books while Miracle does his own flip switch thing.
Radiant's bottom tower.
These towers are very important though now. Now they have full access to Liquid's jungle, which really hurts Alchemist.
I mean, they could get a gem here, give to Faith, and be able to kind of totally control vision.
I think that's going to be his. He's probably going to put it into his quick buy right after this Glimmer Cave finish. I wouldn't be surprised if see it come up in a second.
Board's planted. He looked to head on back. Shiva's now done. He has B9
Claimed.
ready to go.
Now he's going to double back for the Orchid into the after the Shiva. So he just wanted to have more defensive potential.
I mean, up to that point, they were getting good jumps onto him where they were able to burst him down through a couple of stuns. So nice to have the extra durability. Be able to survive through what could have been first place from Liquid. Obviously, will also slow down the physical DPS that they're going to be dishing out in this game. Liquid Smoke now.
GH did steal Epicenter in that last situation, so looks like they did want to be able to use that as well. Go for an aggressive play.
Blink Epi Rubik? Oh. Right up through.
Great awareness from Newbee.
But yeah. Well, maybe they even saw the smoke. They're just waiting way back there. No one's in any lane, really.
Yeah, it's not,
No
one's
one's
in any
jumping
lanes, no one's jungling.
KP bottom. What's going on? And they show themselves in the mid lane and will have to be forced into going for the tier 2, which looks like they will be able to easily claim. Newbee are waiting way back, preparing, softening up the wave with some illuminates here, but they're happy to wait indoors until Liquid are forced to step off. It looks like that's going to be the case now. Forced to attend to the top lane, and they have to attend to the bottom lane. This could be Newbee's time to roll out.
Yeah, it looks like it. The line drawn.
Did he already have that AC on the light sword as well?
Yeah, he picked it up, I think like 2 minutes or 3 minutes ago.
Taco's got that. Fuel's done. His way through the bottom lane here.
Very farmy game, as expected, with an Alchemist.
So,
Kako. Set up for bottom lane, but
see the hesitation even now by Miracle. He's not even feeling too comfortable
yeah, he's like,
putting
I don't,
himself out in that lane.
I don't see anyone on the map. He's like, I only see UU9 farming our Ancients right now. I'm not really too sure where anyone else is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't walk up those hills when the rest of his team is top. No one defensive sitting behind him.
Yeah, of course, Mamatama Man, the top lane, no one really contesting it, so Newbee are definitely up to some fishy stuff right now.
He's got the Octarine finished up now on Batu, and he's going for that Shiva's Guard, so he's going to be giving that driving force, that Alchemist that we just love so much.
And then he's into Agnems. Agnems for everybody. So who's your number 1 Ag guy on Liquid? for this game?
I probably GH. I mean, we obviously would want to give it to Centaur, but Centaur's already building his own, so I would say GH after that.
Yeah.
And then probably just
I'm
trying to think of what the Jug or the Dazzle. They're both good. I'm sure it doesn't matter. It's up to them. I'm pretty sure they would bring it to GH first, though.
Clutch on the steals even in the game. The setups. And after the push top lane, it looks like Matoma takes his business back towards the mid. Newbee have been kind of on hold a bit. I don't know, maybe they're holding out for daytime here, but...
yeah, they bought the gem as well. And now they've got their...
Get the gem, they can get daytime, they could sweep through the Roche pit area, take out all the vision, and then take the Roche. And go back on the offensive once again. Put pressure on Liquid to try to contest that Roche.
Kuroki just got a lot of wards down, scouting out both river sides, both river areas, scouting out the Roche as well.
Holding a good chunk of sentries too. Gets the vision in his own jungle.
Got to hang out until Sentries 2 and for the fights for the Sand King to make sure you can't just get multiple Sandstorms off, and of course the Glimmer Cape.
Now Newbee will spot out the Roches up here. We got about 30 seconds until daytime. Newbee could look to get it started,
Radiant's
but
top tower is under attack.
I think they wait. Yeah, I think they wait.
they have good vision on that side of like north towards the Liquid Secret Shop. If anyone's going to be coming. Oh, they do.
Yeah, they
have
just
the
saw
high ground.
just saw Matu
Oh, they just put that
pick up the
ward down.
Shivas. Yeah,
Okay, so they got a good. State that. Got that gem.
they're ready to go.
They're going to come on through now, and they could take out those wards.
Liquid just smoked. They pre-weave as well. Looks like they're going for a big engagement with Matu being 6-slotted now.
If they spot him and see the early weave, it would sense something's up. The Liquid are heading down. Potentially away from where Newbee are.
Oh, illusion room for Matu. There we go.
I'll take that.
Cash money. Push lanes out as well.
All over the place. All right, Liquid creeping
we
their
go.
way towards the mid lane.
Now
just to
Newbee's
the
got
other
the
side.
smoke. They're gonna they might be able to get the advantage here, but Liquid's waiting in the tree line.
Show themselves in lane, and they're going cross country here. They're drawing out to go all the way
Second smoke
through
from
into
Liquid now.
the bottom lane. Liquid are waiting behind Matama Man, hoping to bait him.
Both teams just used the expended. Yeah, they used expended 2 on Liquid, 1 on Newbee.
See that ward now. Quickly take it out. I don't know if Liquid saw that. If they suddenly realize they just lost vision down
Kaka
there.
just walked right into Liquid.
Whoa, hey everybody. But
They see Kaka on the high ground with
they
that ward though.
and they get him. They go right away, get the instant telekinesis, and get the instant takedown. That vision.
Yeah, Kaka no idea that ward was there. GH with the instant lift.
Dire's middle
And they
tower
frantically run back to look to go for the Roche, while Liquid look to make a push happen in the mid lane. They tier 3 down, they're going to be going for racks. I think Newbee have to double back, and they will. Good force by Liquid. Jump in from SC, jump right back out. Jump in bomb on from Matama Man. He's going to need assistance, or don't have a stampede.
He's so ridiculously tanky already.
He's shrugging it off, pops his Shivas, charges out his stun, throws it on the old man. Follow up
Chemical
crush.
Ranger down for 5
SC
seconds.
needs mana, man. He's going to have to get back and get some mana here. He's trying to bottle his way to some more mana, but Newbee dishing out everything they can to hold this high ground. Looks like they will be able to at least save the racks here. But as they step back to get things back equalized here, get some health, get some sustain, that's when Liquid could double back and go for the Roche themselves. In fact,
And the
they're going to get the
shrines.
shrine because the tier 3 went down. Free money, and now going to the Roche pit. Big turnaround here for Liquid.
Yeah, as soon as Kaka was coming back, they were like, okay, we gotta be a little bit careful. Don't need to break a high ground when there's a Roche up. That's very scary.
Awkward. SC with a long jump in, but Faith already recalled him, so unfortunately we'll lose some mana from that. But he gets it back here, and they get to the Roche area in good enough time that Liquid are going to be able to kind of easily do it.
Matu. Good play here.
Down
Kaka.
there. Pops the Yules, burrows to the side, the crush of KP creates a space, but it's U9 who's going to be able to get the quick slice and takedown. Both Miracle and Kuroki going to be taken out of this one. Double stun, comes through from GH, pops up the E-Blade, tries to go for DB, but he gets quickly taken down. He stole the epicenter, trying to make some work out of it, but gets dropped first.
Oh,
and now
man.
the mana leak forces Matoma to get stunned on up, and they will surround him and finish him off. 4 go down. Newbee beeline it back for the pit. I unfortunately didn't even catch like the beginning. Like U9, they must have instantly just jumped, bombed, and taken out Miracle and Dazzle.
The Kuroki and Miracle were standing kind of on top of each other, and he just gets the Orchid off on top and the pull onto Miracle. And yeah, they burst down both with the Basher as well. It's just way too much burst now coming up from Leipzig and Storm into that backline. Instantly, as soon as they see the Dazzle, the fight just becomes a mess. Very well played there by Newbee.
Went from a situation where Lyrical were pressing to the high ground, taking a tier 3 and taking a shrine, and now it's Newbee taking it right the other way here. Probably looking to see if they can force Alchemist to dip into his piggy bank and pull out that precious buyback here. 35 seconds he has to wait otherwise. Jump in from SEC, looking to go for some backline grab with the bomb. Oh, nice setup, nice quick takedown. Mind Control going to be taken out right away from this. Unai now godlike in this game. SC jumps on back, but Tamaman does do the buyback, but gets blasted away from that blinding light. Newbee came in and they got what they wanted.
Yeah, they actually have so much burst potential now with the amplified damage as well as the AC and Desolator. KP isn't even level 18 now, or he's almost level 18 now, and that's going to be even more, so it's going to be like minus 30, whatever, 32 armor on any target that they want to go for.
Maybe a tough pill to swallow here for Liquid.
Now Abyssal Blade now finished for the life steal too, so even more lockdown. And he still has another item slot to be able to replace.
Yep.
Still, he went for that Midas, so if he wants to go for like the MKB, if he really feels like it's necessary versus the miss, he can. Whatever he opts for, maybe even a Bloodthorn himself, who knows. And it looks like it's going to be for that Bloodthorn.
Does look like
Okay,
Storm's going to be going for Lincoln's too.
switched for Daedalus now on U9.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he had the Bloodthorn tanked up, but then I guess maybe he just like instantly switched up. They want to have that like quick burst.
Yeah.
We saw that coming into fruition earlier as well when Envy was playing the Shadow Fiend.
Yo, long jump bomb.
A soldier's forge.
Top lane, but getting back into equalizing out these lanes a bit.
Oh, I didn't even count the Solar Crest, so it's like minus 44 armor, sorry.
Oh, I thought that's what you were counting.
No,
first, yeah.
because it's 20, 12, 7, and then 5, so math.
One's starting to get pretty loaded up here for Newbie as farm goes.
Yeah.
Coddle has more net worth than Mind Control Centaur right now.
That's ridiculous, actually.
Yeah.
That's like, and remember we were saying like, it's like a 5 Coddle.
Yep. Yeah, Faith playing it too. But guy can farm. Now it's Liquid here to make something happen. It looks like they're clumped as 5. Just the good old college try down the mid lane, it seems. No smoke approach or anything. They're just taking their parade down here.
Now Mind Control does have the Aghanims finished up, but the one thing about this Centaur is he may have the damage reduction when he uses the Stampede, but if you're looking at him without that Stampede, he's sitting on like 10 armor on the Centaur versus the minus 40 that is potential coming out from Newbee, so he will be very squishy if he gets caught by those.
That's true.
It's like you have the, you have your 4 seconds of your 40% damage reduction, but when that wears off, you are very, very squishy to the side of Newbee.
Looks like Liquid have been able to kind of finagle the way over to the second shrine. We'll at least claim some extra money for everybody.
Miracle's even recognizing that this armor thing is just becoming way too much of a deal. He's gonna even be going for an EC on the Juggernaut.
I mean, he was able to pull up the stat game a bit by getting the Scotty, but for how fast he died in that last trade, doesn't feel like he's that stat heavy, but the armor try to help that a bit. Liquid will double back.
Newbee playing very patient. I think
Yeah.
they're feeling like, they're like, oh, you know what, Liquid probably thought that they had the late game, but we're scaling really hard.
Yeah.
We're 6,000 gold lead versus an Alchemist. I mean, of course, they don't know there's 6,000 gold lead, but they probably can feel how much of an advantage that they have pressing on. And they've got Midases, they've got Slaughter, he's got the potential to grow a lot, as well as the Storm still. Storm's going for that Bloodthorn.
Really pre-weave here as Liquid there are going to be venturing open to the high ground of Newbee. Say Newbee has a blind blink stomp too. Uh-oh, they found KP. They're moving in. They're going to connect with the stun. They're looking to go for the finish, but they're jumping from SEC. Looking to go for the backline. Can he get the burst finish on Dazzle? Yes, he can. They're hitting him right where it hurts. GH will be able to play to make it to the high ground and out from trouble, but they re-engage onto the heart of the fight. Blast flying on through, but Tamaman's still holding his own. A giant Omni Slash will come out and manage to burst through the ages. Unai should be going down next, and they will get him down. Return of the life from SEC will be able to get the finish onto GH, jumping in and back out, but he's surrounded by 3 here. And with those kind of numbers, they're going to have to pull all the way off.
GH picking up a godlike streak there in that kill on UU9. Yeah, he just got pretty much the entire Omni Slash hitting the Storm and the Lifestealer. And it looked like it was an Aghanims Omni Slash. It looked like it was a lot of it was an Aghanims Omni Slash. Okay, I was like, he looked like he was slashing for a very long time. Yeah. So that one already paying off.
First Ags went to Jug.
Yeah, and yeah, pays off pretty massively in that fight.
Not enough for Liquid to follow it up with any objective game
Yeah.
here, and it looks like Newbee are already on the prowl once again, so feels good for Liquid, but they still will need more.
Absolutely.
Shaken up a bit though, and handing over quite a chunk of change to Liquid from that takedown on U9. Still waiting for his return.
Man, Kuroki's just having like an impossible game for himself. Like he can't reveal himself at all. He just gets instantly jumped. Like I think he threw out like a shadow wave, and then U9 and SEC just zip right through to try to get
What
him.
was that?
Or not U9, Kaka and SC.
It's ridiculous. Like, do you even get Aether Lens just so you can cast them further away? It's out of control. The second they get they hear the breath of Dazzle, they're quit the job.
Very tough game for him. Yeah.
I think I've even seen like a clutch grave save. That's how much of a factor they've been able to kind of take him out of the fights. Be able to division and get right back to the mid lane here. Those Raxes are still exposed. Love to be able to siege away here, but Newbee have their own strong high ground defense here. Keeper of the light, of course. Defend off Liquid in their approach.
Crazy amount of disable coming out from Newbee too. It looks like Matama Man's feeling a little bit pressured by all of it. Gonna have to go for a BKB. So
they are kind of rounding the corner from each other here. You got Newbee hanging on one side in their jungle and Liquid hanging again towards that. What was the
Daytime.
old Dire secret shop? But daytime now? Yes, it is.
Long stun from the Aghanim
Getting back, waiting for the counterplay. That's where it happens. Mind control looking to move for KP. Blinding light will bump them back in a way as they continue their chase, but they go back for the back lines once again, and they'll quickly burst down GH. Mind control and Kuroki also on the side. They were able to get the catch on the KP, but at what cost here? Is it cost also their own backliners? Now Matama Man and Miracle trying to pick up the pieces, and together with Mind Control trying to equalize this fight. Re-engagement as they spot out the Coddle on the low ground. Try to quickly take them down, and they will do so.
That's a gem on the deck.
Yes, it is. To the high ground, back they go, though. SC is able to jump in. They look to get the surround play on the Matama Man, and they will be able to potentially burst him down. They get it. Two split apart there for Liquid. Left Matama Man on lone on the high ground, and that's when Newbee could kind of capitalize. So
I think it's really like
Radiant's top tower
kind of
is
funny,
under
but also
attack.
like says like how much these teams actually understand what they need to be doing in the fights on their decision of targeting. Newbee just bypass everybody to go for that Rubik and the Dazzle, which you would expect.
Yep.
But all the way to the right side, while on the all the way on the left side, Liquid are like the Rubik and the Dazzle are dead. Let's kill this Slardar because he's the one that matters the most. It was just like that separation was really funny.
it was unfortunately just after that got a bit awkward. That's where they saw the call to the low ground, and they kind of left Matama Man to his own devices on the high ground away, and that's when Newbee knew they could just pincer right onto him and take him out.
Looked like Liquid maybe had a little slight miscommunication there. Matu wanted to press forward, but then they spotted the Coddle below ground and they went with it instead. So
Okay. Ooh. Oh, GH trying to go for a cheeky little swipe of the Burrow Strike here. Gets hit with the Yules. Oh my God. This is some high-level Dota for sure.
Yeah.
Barely dodging each other here, using the force staffs, making the most of everything they have in their inventory. That's just supports.
buyback is back online. They're trying to force that again. It is, however, nighttime now.
Yeah, just unfortunately right as they make their high ground approach. But Newbee already here. Lead in Burrow. He pops the Ghost Scepter, eats his own. Burrow moving from SCC. Blinding light bump back. Mind Control now stuck on the low ground. Epicenter comes out. They scoot it back behind, and they're going to be able to get the finish on Mind Control. But Tumaman is holding onto that buyback. Needs 7 more seconds to make his return, but it might be too late. They've lost their Dazzle already. They've lost their Rubik. Newbee are going right into the tier 3. Now here's the return. Just as Matama comes right back to life, that's when the buyback comes out from GH, and that is when Newbee make their leave. Or does it? They're actually turning back a bit here. Maybe Liquid are assuming Newbee are running away, but they're not. They jump back in and looking to go for the quick pick on Matama Man, but can they get him down? They look to pull him in, but he gets forced out to safety. But Mind Control looks to re-engage, gets hit with the stun, and they're going to be losing KP on the side of Newbee. But they could be losing more. Burrow locks it down, and they will burst down and finish out U9. Unfortunately, this re-engagement will not work out for Newbee.
Yeah, they had the high ground vision there. They tried to go for the Alchemist, but with the Manta, they actually only have the illusions, and then the, what, double four-step coming out from this, yeah, double four-step or single four-step? It looked like a double.
It was definitely at least one.
It was one, okay. It was just one. So the Rubik being able to four-step Alchemist away from the Life Stealer pretty much saves his life because Matu was Bloodthorn there. He was going to start getting chunked down very quickly.
Yeah. It was a it was a gamble, a bit of a greedy play with that kill. That was a bit of mid lane Rax.
Yeah.
Potentially a second set. Now a buyback going to be forced out from KP. Liquid kind of repositioning here. They pull out the weave and they're saying we're going in. We're not looking to walk away unless we get this Rax first. SC jumps in. That's when the Blade Fury comes out. And they look to kind of get the finish at least for the range Rax if possible. Jumping from mind control, gets out on the stun. SEC kind of locked in the horns here. We'll be able to finally jump back and away. Goes all the way to the fountain to kind of re-heal up. The buyback is going to be forced out from U9. Tries to get into action here. Liquid still not looking to fully pull out here. They have been unable to finish off even one Rax yet. But they have been able to kind of force Newbee to go into the piggy bank here to shot at least a buyback.
Yeah, KP's have been buying back, I don't know how many times this game actually. I think that's like the third or something.
Yeah.
About, because he's been sitting on the same items for a very long time. He's not really scaling on this Slardar.
Yeah. Obviously forcing out the U9 buyback is also pretty juicy for him. And now they're looking to head out. Look who's going for a re-engagement. Now it's going to be Liquid already waiting on the high ground. Brilliant setup, but a monster burrow strike comes out from KP as a response. And that's going to allow them to kind of get the setup as they go for the back line, take out the Dazzle right away. They look to get the setup. The Rubik's also going to be going down. A jumping from Kakai is going to be able to get the mighty monster epicenter. Now they look to go for Miracle. They hit him with the Abyssal Blade. They're looking to lock him down, but Mind Control with the stomp follow play is going to be able to clear the space to hit him in the Blade Fury and head to the low ground here. KP trying to TP, will be able to make it out just in time. On the high ground though, it's U9 muscling down and finishing out Mind Control here. And now Liquid,
they have to run off. As Triple C's respawning, they've got the recall for him too if they want to. A Fate's bringing him in.
They're bringing him. Get that guy here.
They're looking for Miracle. Miracle's got
a
a spin TP out, and he's going to be able to get it off here.
He's gone, and they'll have to settle for Roche.
Yeah. Jesus, these fights.
They're ridiculous.
The force staff usage was insane on the Storm Spirit, saving him up there, and then the follow-up crush from KP, and then Kaka with the burrow onto the
That burrow, like, they had that jump in, and then the burrow just sliced through the whole team.
And stopped, like, all of the aggression.
They were, that burrow wasn't there, that would have been a monster fight for Liquid. That was ridiculous.
And there's something, too, that's, like, really important to point out in these fights that a lot of people, like, we've talked about a lot, but vision in fights. These teams are putting down obs wards during the fights to make sure they can see everything that's going on. They're saving these obs for just engagements.
Yeah, that's why you like after the fight's closed, you're like, oh, these are some weird wards all
they
stacked
have, like,
on top
of each other
for the same time. But you know, vision is so key in this game.
Yeah, for the Centaur, for the Dazzle, even for like the Coddle and the Storm.
Look for your pubs where people are just going to spaz out obs wards during your fights now.
Ooh, S-Triple-C. Got an Aghanims queued up on the Storm.
And as we know, it's got that sexy multiple vortex pull or whatever.
Yeah, and he actually goes for the 0.75 increased talent as well.
Pull it into a crush, into a burrow. Pretty damn handy. Pulling mid lane here, hiding under vision. Ho. May not know how close he could be to trouble because the gem was on Faith there nearby, but he just was a little out of range. This is full daytime, unobstructed vision. They have 3 minutes still to work. This is like your best chance for Newbee.
Yeah, Matama Man's about to have an Abyssal Blade finished up on him, so got rid of his armlet. Then he's going to be able to give away a couple more of those precious Aghanims.
Roll off. Pretty close game here. What does it say as far as the net worth goes? Still in favor of Newbee on this one.
It's just because of how farmed, I mean, all of their heroes are. It's not like they have, they don't even have a 5 hero. They have like everybody's kind of just like, like the Sand King, the Coddle are far ahead of their offlane Slardar. But that shows, gives a lot of testament to how sacrificial KP is as a player. Even though he's kind of like struggling, he's getting some decent decisions. And when he does buy back, he forces people to use spells on him and just dies anyways.
And then you have Kuro, who just still has that sad little medal.
Poor little Kuro.
Little feeder medal he's got. But can't blame him, man. I mean, that's just
such a hard game.
That's the respect by Newbee, just recognizing that he has to go first.
Such a hard game for Kuro.
Newbee shape up through that mid lane, still have another shrine to take down if they'd like. So Liquid are hanging towards the northern part of this map, and it's a bit uneasy to kind of head into that high ground territory, so wait it out right now. But they have the ball in their court.
They've got the Aghanims.
By
Let's
ball,
go.
I mean Aegis here.
Aghanim Storm with the Lifestealer.
Oh my god. Well, I can't wait. Let's see here. Looks like
don't think
Miracle
I've-
just steps out.
I don't think I've seen it in a pro match.
Really?
I think maybe only once, twice. Not often in Aghanim Storm, that's for sure.
It just auto-triggers once you use Electric Vortex, right? It's not a separate skill, it looks like. So
No,
I
no,
guess
no.
It just grabs everything
Yeah,
in
it
the
grabs
area.
everything around you.
Cool. We'll see what kind of use it can make out of it. What's the range of how far I wonder it could grab
You
people?
can mouse over it. It's the same as
okay.
yeah, it's 475.
Pretty All right, now it's time to get that other shrine down. Back the other way we go. It's going to be Newbee looking to make their advancement. They have one more minute of daytime. Not be a whole lot, but just enough if they want to at least get the finish on what looks like it's tier 2.
UU9 did finish up that MKB as well.
Still has that armlet he could swap in for the Aegis here. But
Yeah.
he's getting 2 critical mass, pretty much. Moon Shard is the next thing on his docket, so yeah. He's getting fully decked out. What is turning into nearly an hour-long game 1 between Titans be Liquid. Battle of the Blue.
This is pretty much all up to how the engagements go at this point, just because of how even these two teams have been playing.
Really go into being a broken record to say that obviously a Liquid dropping those first 2 games against IG makes it more precious for them to walk away from this series with 2 wins, hopefully. I mean,
Yeah.
only the top 2 from each group going to be making it into that upper bracket here. And Liquid were coming into this feeling like probably one of the favorites. Winning Star Series just under a month ago. Again, feeling like strong competitors here, but could be giving them a run for their money. These Chinese teams giving them a run for their money.
Absolutely, yeah. Kuroki now finishing up his, he's got his Solar Crest. He's got not just a medallion now. Got an item.
Oh yeah. U9 in the mid lane seems a bit too easy. So, obviously a bait attempt. The Lotus Orb now. And hit him up with, uh-oh, they jump into SEC here. They'll see Matama Man like, you want to bait? We'll bait our guy in the mid lane. How about that? He's going to make the jump. Look at this standoff right now.
Aegis just got reclaimed.
I don't think, Newbee are definitely not running into that high ground here.
Yeah,
If
Radiant
Liquid
scan.
are watching the timer, they'll know that Aegis is down.
Yeah, Liquid just got a nice scan, knowing that Newbee's all over there. Or at least a couple of them are over there.
Newbee will pull off. The illusion to it looks like, so Newbee will round back the corner, possibly take the business towards the bottom left. U9 continues to wait into the backpack of SCCC for now. Liquid have still not shaken away from this positioning either.
Yeah, they are not leaving that area. They're like, nope, high ground's ours, sorry.
It is definitely making it very tricky for Newbee.
Everyone's going for their Mikaka even has Moonshard queued up on the Sanking, dude.
You can hand off Moonshards.
Yeah, exactly.
So that could be something for the Storm Sphere.
Could be for one of them, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, I've even farmed up a couple of Moonshards on Coddles in games too, so it's not the craziest thing. Mid lane though, that
Latu.
charge starting up down below. It looks like they're able to kind of get the lead and grab. Sun's coming out, but he's got the Lotus Orb on, so he can't really commit it. He'll eat the stun himself. But now be able to shake it off as they look to make their move. It's going to be U9 who's trapped within the mix. Jump in crush comes out from KP. A slide in crush of his own from GH. And now Miracle dishing out a hell of an Omni Slash between them all. Will slash right through Newbee, wiping the floor with 4. And it's only Faith, the lone old man, trying to make it away on the back of a freaking Glimmer Cape here.
Oh my god, that follow-up stun from GH was actually so perfect. My control gets like a 2 or 3 man stun. GH slides in, gets a 3-man stun on top with the Omni Slash just coming through.
Yep.
And this Juggernaut is 6 slotted, so that Omni Slash with the Aghanims as well just brings them down so quickly. I didn't even see if there was a weave thrown on top either. They just died so fast.
There are buybacks available on everybody but KP this time. And 10 more seconds for SCC. He does not want to have to use it. So they're going to have to lose their racks in the mid lane and try to work from there.
Middle barracks.
Hard hit for Liquid. Liquid go to the top lane now. Storm's back. How can they stop this one? Tier 3 already down. Oh, maybe not. Miracle happy to wait out the glyph, and they're going to go right in for the Rax too. Can they do anything about it? The long jump comes in. There goes the Agnum's pull. They'll hit him right away. He steals the Remnant, gets the lift. Burrow Strike flies forward, but still not enough damage. Follow Burrow also going to be there as he responded right back with the Lotus Orb. Newbee step back, create a little bit of space here. Don't want U9 to get quickly bursted down, but Liquid are going to be able to get the finish on the Rax here.
Can't burst anyone down with KP dead.
Moving back in and moving right on out.
The retreat.
Liquid get in and get it done, man. Hell of a great fight. Allows them to take not one, but 2 sets of Rax. You know, backs against the wall here.
This so much, like the Centaur Aghanims with the damage reduction on top of just the massive, the lockdown that came out from GH and Mind Control, just
Pipe, the weave. Wow, this is so much.
impressive. Just KP is just, I mean, he's the 5 on their team, and I feel like he really needs to have something else to be able to just like weave in and out of the fight, because he's jumping in once, he's only getting maybe like 1 crush off and then just getting annihilated.
It's so tough in these kind of games,
Yeah, it
because
is,
it
absolutely.
feels like when both teams have their full 5 at attendance ready to go, one's going to make the initiative. You have Burrow to one side, and then you'll have a jumping crush from Mind Control, and then you'll have a sliding crush coming out from KP, and then you have a stolen crush coming out from GH. It's just absolute leapfrog for these teams over each other.
They have like 3 heroes that they want to be able to bring down from Newbee, but now with the Centaur Ags and all these, they're too tanky.
Now, I have a question for you. You Lotus Orb yourself, and you get pulled from the Agnums. I wonder if that reflects it back.
If you have an Aghanims yourself, yes, it reflects the puller on you.
Ooh. Well, Centaur does have an Ags and a Lotus Orb.
So if he does get it off, as long as the Vortex is targeted on...
Smoked,
No, actually, I
approaching
don't know
from
how
the
that
north,
works.
but they just miss each other. Liquid are also right through that mid lane.
No, because you don't target it anymore, right? It affects everybody in the radius when you use the Vortex now.
Fair enough. I haven't played Storm with the Ag, but quick
Newbee
takedown.
grabs himself the Aegis.
But as they make their way back up to the high ground, Liquid could be there waiting for him. Oh, man.
Oh,
U9
the
tries to
4-man
walk
pull.
up, but they get a huge monster pull coming out from SEC. There goes the blast. Can they shrug off the damage? GH is already down along with the Dazzle. This could be Newbee's time. Lead in. There goes the Burrow. Is it going to be enough? Epi does not seem to get enough damage in there. Omni Slash now flying out from Miracle. Buybacks come out. GH back in the game now. U9 could be pulled back. SEC gets the double pull, and it's going to be the takedown of Miracle here as SEC looks to get the takedown of GH. It could be a dieback here, a very risky one for Liquid. While over on the other side, it's Matama Man caught deep on the enemy's territory.
That 4-man Electric Vortex into 4-man Burrow Strike?
I thought for sure
Oh my god.
that knew we were about to walk into a terrible situation, moving up into the high ground, but SCCC just jumps past all of that and grabs the backliner.
And UU9 instant rage too. He was like walking up the hill and he
Yeah.
raged. He was like, nope, I know you guys are here. I know something's up. Like they did get to have that ward down to catch like a little bit at the end of it, but still, that was very quick rage and very quick jump from SCCC.
So you have Miracle without a buyback for a minute here. I don't know if Newbee are be able to work with that or not. Trying to still reset all the lanes as they are. Trying to make a new approach.
I'll take your
I think 40 seconds is
What
a
did
fair amount of time.
they expend there? Did they used the cheese, I'm positive, right? Yeah, they used the cheese, because now SCCC has a cheese on cooldown. So he was able to use one of their cheeses for himself to bring him back up there in that fight.
He's got a new cheese now. They're making the move on the Rax. Miracle just got his money for the buyback, it looks like. Good buyback now, but 20 seconds seems a bit too close, and you're already 2 racks up. It's okay if Newbee do manage to take 1 down. They'll at least get the melee. And that's all they actually want. They see that Miracle's coming back and they don't want to risk it.
Everyone just got moon shards queued up in their inventories, even though UU9 has a moon shard already eaten, and he has
Yeah.
another one in his queued up. He's like,
I'll give
I
it to
want to
someone
give you.
else.
I want to give you one.
Connell will get a moonshot probably by the end of this game, I'm sure. No Moonshard yet on Matamame, though.
Yeah, he gave it to Miracle. And then he also gave an Ags earlier to GH a couple fights ago.
Yep.
But Kuroki's just going for small items. He picked himself up a drum. He's got another item.
I'm the support.
Yeah, he's trying to do his job. He's got like the hardest job.
1-11-11, man. It's a hard game, but hey, better time to peak than now here. Liquid roll themselves back through the lane. Ridiculous game.
I think even the engagements, you can't even tell who's gonna win like 10 seconds into the engagement. They just keep going for so long. That's how durable everybody is at this point.
So glad this game was not a one-sided affair for either team. It being just as close as most would suspect here. Still a journey ahead of them, though. They're taking over as far as the top net worth thanks to all the extra Hags and Moonshard money. But
So Miracle got rid of boots entirely, and he has the BKB which he used in the last fight. So now it's down to 9 seconds. But no boots at all in him.
a bit slow.
He does have the butterfly.
They can't
and
TP either.
Yeah.
That bit. That's. Oh man. It's not like
The
you have.
committal.
It's not like you have a Coddle on your team. By the way, Coddle has an E-blade. Now, okay.
Yep. He's like, I don't have room for a Glimmer Cape, guy. Sorry.
So wherever Miracle goes, the team's gonna be there.
Yeah.
For now, that slow warrior
Yeah,
is
here
in
we
the bottom
go.
lane.
Oh, doesn't
Okay,
get crushed on
are we
target.
gonna miss? Look at that! Look at the positioning for Kaka. Kaka is in there. They spotted him, but he quickly goes out. Oh. Flex.
There's a
Steal.
Yeah.
Suddenly Kaka has 2 burrow strikes. Okay, the SCCC bomb. There.
The patience by both teams.
This is so crazy.
They just pinged the DD rune. Oh, this DD rune bottom. They're like, this is what we need. This is the key to the victory in the team fight.
Oh man. But do Newbee see it? And they're waiting for the bait.
I did not see it.
Can I take this?
Miracle's like, I gotta wait as long as possible to take
It's
this.
gonna take me forever to get to the fight. It's
Oh
like
my
I gotta grab
goodness.
it and then just run my slow ass all the way to the fight with it.
Alright, Roche. Long respawn, 4 minutes.
Liquid. Make a move before that road.
Nobody's just in their base now too. They're chilling it. KP now sells his Midas and picks up a Shadow Blade. I was like, wait, what did he sell? Pretty sure he had a Midas, yeah. Picks up a Shadow Blade now to try to go for those back lines. Getting a little bit more crushes off, maybe be able to survive.
Right, do Liquid try to reach and try to get a catch here? Kaga's just waiting there in Sandstorm. Okay.
1 minute until daytime.
Very awkward situation. Liquid obviously not too comfortable just kind of throwing themselves into the base in fear that their backliners could be jumped on. Okay, but that's the weave. They're going in. They want megas. There goes the stun. Throw sword. Tom is, I'm not going to get anyone. I'll run back.
Yep.
Mantis
Manta
is out?
dodges it. Yep.
He's so cool. So freaking tense.
Yeah, it's
My
like,
God.
it's like they're both just like staring each other down.
Just as hype as we were expecting. This is it, man. Could be one and done here.
It's one mistake.
Yeah.
It cost the game. Especially at where the position of where the fight can be taken. The Storm could have like 3 lives or even more than that with the cheese. The position that he's in around these the 3 shrines and near his base. Liquid really has to be careful the way they take those type of engagements. And yeah.
Such a thinking game right now. I'm wondering if it's like for Liquid, is it Kuro trying to just formulate the game plan and put it out to his team?
Neither team really wants to like be the ones to start the fight because then it's
Yeah.
like, oh man, the counter initiation potential is just too high.
There's way too much counter on counter initiation game. It's like a total leapfrog, like I said. One will jump in, and the next team will jump in. Then they'll fire up.
And then a Lotus Orb reflects
Yeah.
ass, and then this and then all over the place. Ping pong, ping pong.
It's crazy.
Liquid does have 2 lanes pushing in it. Onto Newbee's side constantly, though. So they're able to position themselves on that bottom side.
Okay, though. But we have smoke. Movement from Newbee. And a game plan. They've drawn on the mini-map here, but the same game plan has also been drawn by Liquid, maybe with the foresight to see Newbies on their approach here. A fresh daytime is before us. And we got Miracle slowly blade fearing away from trouble. Initial lead in from the Crush. The log jumping from SEC, looking to go for the backlines. We'll keep eyes there. Can they get the burst? The instant Rubik takedown, plus Miracle locked up in arms. Kuro is going to be able to get the Grave off on himself, but that means Miracle's going to be left to his own devices, but he seems fine with that. Pops his BKB, now the Omni Slash that's going to shred right through KP. And it could be Newbee on the full retreat mode. They've only lost 2, but the buyback going to be forced out. They re-engage, so look to go for the jump. Can they get the burst? But Tumbleman going to be going down. Does have a buyback.
Oh, Mind
Jump
Control
back
was
from
in
Mind
too.
Control. He was so deep in there. They'll finish him off. He also has a buyback. We hold this fight.
KP and Fate buybacks, yep.
They were totally split apart. Liquid, Matama Man, Mind Control way up north. Miracle hanging back side by side with Kuro. Fight being totally split apart. And these supports are
insane.
just like, we can't do anything about the Storm. That jumps in and just blows them up.
Haste.
We'll see if Newbee can make their way across the map and force out some buybacks. They get the buybacks forced out. Do they pull away?
I think so, yeah. I
You
don't
know?
think they can really force it too much. What did you U9 replace? He picked up a Maelstrom, now he's going for Mjolnir.
Radiant's bottom
Did he get crit before? Or no?
Did he actually finish the crit? Too many items.
It's crazy. Oh, Armlet. Armlet's gone.
Yeah, he placed. Yeah, okay, he placed the armor after you're right.
Going in,
looking
jump, pull out. The buybacks come out from Matama Man and company. The blasts are there. Newbee trying to step off and make some space here for themselves. It looks like they may be able to do so. They have gotten Liquid to...
Double buybacks were expended, and like you said, as soon as those were, they start to back up. Maybe they might go for a re-engagement, but nope, their 2 side lanes are pushing in very hardly. But they can always recall the Storm after he pushes it out. We'll see if they want to do something like that. And it looks like SCCC now gonna be going for Dagon 5. I mean, these items are all just gonna be swapping and changing now.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be all over the place.
Nearly 70 minutes in. This has got to be the longest game of DAC so far.
Yeah, and I do believe it is.
For sure. And Liquid now with no buybacks. They want to go and take it to Newbee, while Newbee are trying to reset and get a new game plan going to try to close it out. They make their move right away. Jumping in for U9 and company here. Can they be able to get the burst through to get the finish? They can. SEC going to be going down now, and they're looking for U9 next. The blinding light is there. He quickly jumps back, quickly infests, and tries to make it away from trouble, but he pops back out, and they're going to be able to get him down. Both of them do have a buyback here. Liquid going to be going for closure, so those buybacks need to be forced out. First one there. Storm with a lower death timer. Can wait.
That's a pretty risky play, but also very good play by them. These, it's high risk, high reward at that point.
Yeah.
And they get the reward this time. And now it's going to be going for the Roche as well.
Haven't seen Liquid be able to kind of maintain the rush and get the Aegis for themselves really much this game. Now they'll have the extra life, but who did he give it to? Who did he give it to? Everyone's so decked out. Oh, it's going to be Matama Man. He's going to put the Shivas into the backpack along with the cheese and try to make it work with that. I mean, he does lose a chunk of armor. He's like, I actually
He passed it off. Yeah, he needs the armor.
I need the armor. And opts to be slow along with Miracle. Just so slow.
I want to see what Miracle's, which one he's replacing. Because
so
he has Abyssal Blade coming out, that's a big pickup. Okay, it's the Diffusal too. So now he's got more lockdown for the Storm and the Lifestealer. Like, they actually can't man-fight this Juggernaut at all. He's very impossible to bring down if he's not completely controlled. Super tanky in his damage potential with the evasion.
He has no TP back, though. And I thought for a while, Matama did keep the boots in the backpack, but it's like, if he also has no TP, like, what stops Newbee from a crazy backdoor play if they manage to get one of these lanes pushed? I don't know. This game's crazy enough. Who knows what the hell it's going to be coming down to here.
Yeah, both teams are just like, okay, now neither of us have buybacks on our main guys that we want, so we both have to be a little bit patient.
Game 1. 2-game series.
Ridiculous.
I don't know how much this is going to affect the schedule, but I would imagine you're going to expecting to see some overlap in these games later. Here comes Liquid. right under the vision. Be watching this approach. Reading these movements. Yes, they do. They'll see the ward there, but Newbee are already on the way. Trying to catch him while they go for the D ward.
Oh, he gets
beautiful catch! SCCC, my God! Gets a beautiful pullback onto him, is able to burst right through mind control and the dazzle, but can they get the clutch finish here? Liquid able to hold their ground and fight it out with their own abyssal play. Can they get the burst through? They're still holding on. Blinding light to bump them back, and now they look to focus and surround Matama Man. They will get the Aegis down. Sliding and scooting away, GH trying to make a retreat. Forced to leave, Matama Man back in behind. Him and Miracle, the slow movers, trying to get out from this one. Matama Man will get burst down. He has no buyback. Frantic to make it out. Omni Slash is there. SEC is going to be forced to go down and go right into a buyback. KP, no buyback for him. GH re-engaging, will end up losing his life. But as Miracle makes his return, he should be also going down here, and he will get dropped. He does have a buyback, but Matama Man does not.
Was that a 5-man vortex?
It was monstrous.
Oh my God, that was ridiculous. You can still see though that how strong Miracle really is. They even just were like, we can't just fight him when Matamba Man is up, and when GH is up, we have to just ignore this Juggernaut, bring down Matu, then we go for the Jug when he's isolated. But SCCC with this, there's like 4 or 5-man vortex with the follow-up.
It was
Kaka, KP.
Newbee.
Oh my God.
Read the situation so well. They saw Liquid coming up from the bottom lane. They saw that their body language saying, hey, we'll just go for this D ward, and that's when Newbee are like, hey, let's catch him while they're not suspecting an approach. And they get him right from behind. And now Newbee are inside the base, and they don't have a Alchemist or a Centaur to defend here for Liquid. This is all on Miracle. This is all on Miracle and GH and Kuro.
Looks
but
like
they're already
should be
down.
the Megas, yeah. Should be the Megas. But they can't fight against the Megas. Just very difficult.
Omni Slash ready. Blast flying through the mid lane. Tier 3 down. They're looking to go for the Megas right now. Blitz forced out. SEC jumps in, gets a pull on both. Miracle and for the Dazzle. They will be able to burst him down. There's going to be no great for Miracle. They jump back at the finish on the racks, and that's going to be Megas unleashed for Newbee. As they try to make the retreat, though, they will get the Bro connection. SEC re-engages back into the fight once again. Miracle will get that finish for Kaka. Kaka buys back, though. They know that they're going to go for the win. Another double pull comes out for SCC. Is it going to be enough, though? They managed to stun him down. Miracle getting locked in his place, and he gets bursted down. Matama Man will be able to tag in and help out. But is he the man that's going to be able to do it? Newbee may have just gone a bit too much. He ends up getting reflected back with the Lotus. Then they send him back the other direction with his own Lotus, but it is it. That is over. It looks like Newbee have finally been able to do it after 72 minutes. What a ridiculous game.
This Aghanim's pickup by SCCC was genius, and we did confirm now, by the way, that the Lotus Orb does not reflect it. It does not reflect it. I did see it in those last 2 ones because you don't target anybody. I was pretty iffy about that.
But how often do you get to see an Aghanims? And now you see Aghanims like that. We might be seeing more Aghanims on Storm Spirits. That was nuts. That was nuts.
The resilience by them in these fights,